What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mike and Max Offroad Podcast, the fastest growing off-road podcast in the nation, brought to you by Keep It Simple Off-Road. I'm your host, Mike Austin.
And I'm Max Kraus, and we're bringing you from the garage to the trail.
Boom!
Smooth.
Yeah, just like the old days.
I like it.
Back in the old days.
Well, right away, we got to say thank you to Complete Off-Road for those diff covers. We're both going to get them on this week. So we were just talking about that, what we want to do, and kind of... You know, we're planning it out for our own, not for you guys. You know, we're just chatting.
Yeah, we're not getting the Complete Off-Road dude on. We're gonna put the diff covers actually on, right?
No, I was gonna take my cover off, wrap that guy around my pumpkin, drill him in.
So mine was actually gonna. I put it in the stockpile for the Dana 60 in the front.
Yeah.
But at this pace, if this thing doesn't clear up, I have no intentions of spending a lot of money yet. So. I can't just stare at it because it looks so awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna throw it on the rear, and just because now, so this is cast steel and we can weld to it.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, so that's the plan. I'm gonna stick it on the back.
What are you gonna weld to it?
That bottom protector that I have.
Nice.
I got to break it off the old one, but I like it.
And do you weld it to the pumpkin too, or no?
No, I should though. I should just weld it to the pumpkin and leave it there.
Yeah.
It would be way better.
Take everything, drop the grease or the oil out of it.
I'd be afraid if it breaks the flange or something off, but that's got a ton of support.
Dude, it's fat.
Yeah, we jumped right into it.
Yeah.
Right. So what else are we doing then to the Jeeps, Max?
So I put my Jeep back together this week. I was driving it around to make sure everything was good. I went to a buddy's house and I helped him do a bushing, and then I come home and it's like pouring everywhere. And at first I still thought it was my steering leak. And I was like, well, I got to take the steering apart, figure out the AN fittings. But then it's actually coolant. So I have a major coolant leak. And I got a new water pump today. I got a new serpentine belt. And many of trinkets later, we're still doing the same thing. Fixing Jeeps.
Right. It's never ending. I don't know if we said this on the last one or not. I was showing off for those kids and tried to do a little peel out donut thing when we were leaving the test with the winch and the temperature winch thing. And I lost my headlights, right? So,
your burnout was too powerful.
Yeah. So it immediately killed the headlights. I was like, that was weird. So I thought it was a fuse. I wanted to say, product-wise, tools, we're not being paid or promoted or anything like that, but a power probe. I was going to bring it in to show it to you.
Yeah.
Damn, I meant to do it.
They're cool.
Dude, every shop needs a power probe. Mm-hmm. And get the power probe
every person.
Yeah.
Not every person.
Anybody that knows has a slightest little bit of mechanical stuff.
Yeah.
So I ended up having a short. I knew it was going to be a ground issue, just the way the whole Jeep's been kind of working. So I started to hunt down the wires, and I'm taking apart. Luckily, I wired the Jeep, and I did it with a painless wiring. And on the painless wires, they say where it goes on the wire, right? So I know low beam.
Is it a little white sticker tag that is like text on it, or it's a number? What is it?
Yeah, it's actually text on the thing. So every foot, it says what it is, right? It's pretty dope. So I saw what you were talking. I've seen what you were talking about, that white sleeve thing. But this said, so it basically says high beams, low beams, high beam right, high beam left, and then I've always had an issue with my low beams. On the front, they've always been super crazy dim.
Candle lights.
Yeah, barely candle lights, right? And so I've always drove around with the high beams on. So I know. Shh, don't tell the cops. Anyway,
you don't tell the cops.
Right. Anyways, so as I was going through, I'm trying to figure this crap out, and I thought, wasn't a fuse. I went there first. I broke out the power probe because I have a regular test light that just lights up when you get voltage to it, and that had a burned out bulb on it. So
so nothing has voltage, like it just doesn't. Okay.
Yeah. So you always test that off the battery first, So I knew immediately. I was like, damn. All right, I'll break out the power probe. I've had this power probe for I don't know, 2 or 3 years. Stop looking at my finger now. 2 or 3 years. I should put a Band-Aid on. But it's so freaking complicated. You know what I mean? That I've never really played with it. You know. But for simple testing, for what I was trying to do, and this is really dumb. So as I'm going through, I'm looking for power, ding, bing, and it tones, beep, beep, and it'll tell you the voltage that you're getting at that place.
Yep. So
as I'm going through, I start to see that I'm getting backfed on one of the wires is backfeeding like 0.20 volts. So if 12 is normal, 0.20, I guess, or whatever. It was giving me a backfeed. It was really weird. Then about 2 hours in, now I have all the wire looms tore apart, stripped out, the light switch out. I'm chasing everything. I did find a ground that was loose underneath the dash.
Nice.
So I was like, hell yeah. Don't you love it when you find something, you're like, that's it. You put it on, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, same thing. So then I go through, then I found a loose wire on the dimmer switch, and I was like, all right. And I don't know if I tore that out while trying to get the plug off, you know, because it's all tight and was covered in dirt and stuff. But at any rate, that ended up not being it either. So I go through this whole entire thing. Then I found on the power probe, if you touch the probe to a positive, it's a high tone. And if you touch it to something that's grounded, it gives you a low tone. Once that finally clicked in my head, I was like, oh shit, I can see what everything is.
Nice.
So now imagine the dimmer switch has three wires on it. The top wire, there's a top wire and 2 lower ones. And basically the top wire is power in, and the switch decides power out on the left or power out on the right. One being high beam, low beam, right? So I was able to test that, but I was getting a ground on one side and not on the other side. So I could hear the power coming in and ground on the other side. So I was like, that's weird. Now, if I sent power down the side that was grounding, it would light up. The headlights would work. But if I did it to the other side that wasn't grounding, it would pop the breaker. And I was like, damn, what the hell? So anyways, basically, after all this chasing this crap around, I would have never been able to narrow it down. And I thought it has to be inside the light bulb. So sure enough, ended up being something broke inside the light bulbs at the exact same time.
Yeah.
That was causing it to backfeed across and feed backwards this power. It was really weird. So I know that I'm not explaining this in any way, shape, or form.
But is there a possibility, since it was wired wrong, you basically were like overfeeding it power or reverse, or it kind of messed it up over like the last 5 years, right? It's possibly been wired like this.
Yeah, it's definitely been wired like that.
And so it failed. They failed.
Exactly. So I talked to Painless one time. So I have KC front lights, right? My lights are made by KC lights.
Yeah.
And then the wiring's Painless. So I met both those guys at a show one time, and I was like, here's what I got going on. And they tried to tell me what it was, and I had forgotten by the time I went home and just dealt with it.
I do that all the time.
So, but at any rate, yeah. So I used the pigtail already coming out of the light on the KC lights is white, green, and black. Then the Painless wiring harness is a tan, green, and black. So I just sort of got them, you know, tan to white, green to green, black to black. I just went with it. And once I had them all apart, and with that power probe, because I could ground each piece, and you could safely send power without blowing anything because it has an internal circuit breaker on that power probe. So I was able to figure out what was high, what was low, what was the ground. And then this is really dumb. As I was looking for another dimmer switch, because at one point we thought the switch was bad. So I dig into my box from all my wiring. I still have the Painless wiring kit box. Open it up, and there's the friggin' light plugs that I never used that were in there that came with the kit. And I was able to see the ground is not green. High beams was green. Well, I forget the exact numbers, but black was ground.
It was all wired a little wrong.
So I rewired the whole light. So now I actually have true low beams, true high beams, and got it all fixed, put it all back together. Turned out to be the bulbs. And then, then that's it. So that got fixed. My lights, because I ended up missing happy hour.
Last weekend.
Yeah, I ended up missing happy hour. Because the light thing.
It's an off-roading event, happy hour. Not happy hour at like a bar.
Right. Off-roading happy hour. And then, because I had sent it to, I forget his name, Patrick. Dan. What's his name? Is it Dan?
The main guy?
Yeah. His name is John Patrick.
John Patrick.
Right. I couldn't remember if his real name was Patrick. And Dan Patrick, I think, is a sports announcer. Anyway.
Probably a slacker.
I got a lot of problems with my head. So, all those people that are, like comment and text and make all these corrections of what, like, for instance, Timmy McTimface.
Yeah.
At the moment, we know who he is, but at the moment, I just couldn't get his name out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what's going on right now. So, yes. So, at any rate, that just happens when I'm on the spot. So, anyway, we missed that, but I ended up going jet skiing instead.
Nice. Social distancing jet skiing?
Yeah, dude, you can't be on. Oh, yeah, we didn't share the same jet ski. But, dude, my neighbor bought those jet skis on a side tangent of all this other crap. That damn thing has 310 horsepower, dude.
Jeez.
And the lake was packed. Like,
really?
Yeah, we went back to Humbug Cove, and there was probably 70 boats back there.
So he had, 5 jet skis?
No, 2.
5 people.
No, dude, everybody stayed in the truck. Just he and I got on the skis and went out.
Oh, you guys went out on like a little excursion.
Yeah, we were trying to break his motor in. It's never been on the water before. He's never rode it. That thing, dude, I was doing 62 miles an hour on the other jet ski that used to be super fast and still is super fast at 62 miles an hour. And he came by me at least 20 mile an hour faster. Like,
So you were going as fast as you could, and he passed you big time.
So then we would get next to each other, and I would try to peel out and smoke him with the water.
Yeah.
And his ski was so fast he could gun it and get out of the way.
Whoa.
No matter how many, I tried like 10 or 15 times, and
he got you every time.
Every time, dude. I couldn't even. It doesn't even register before I get smashed. And dude, he hit me one time. It kicks out like 20 feet. And it's probably 6 inches in diameter. Hit me in the chest and almost took me off the whole ski, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that thing is wicked. It looks so badass, dude. But it's supercharged.
So it's some type of impeller drive, right? It's like a underdrive, and the jet ski like sucks it through and blasts it out the back.
Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
propels it.
Yep. Like a jet boat or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it has a suction thing and a blower.
What kind of a motor is it? Is it like a V8? Is it like a?
It's this. I want to say it's a Kawasaki 1000R engine or some crazy ass number with a supercharger on it. It has a freaking supercharger on it.
So we need to put those engines in our Jeeps.
Dude, it has 310 horsepower.
Yeah, that's more than I got.
That's more of my Jeep.
I think I got 100.
Right, dude.
The way it's running.
The slower one, the one I was on, the little one. That one has 167 horsepower, and his has got 310.
Damn!
You know? And when we take off, we were trying to race It was insane, dude. How fast that thing was. But
that's
anyway,
awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time. Lake actually.
Is he the
great.
same guy that sucked a rope into it when the other one was brand new?
Yeah, that's the one. The one I was on is the one that got sucked the rope in. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but then we ended up. I told him we'll be fine because we had to go to the dock, and his wife couldn't drive back the truck up.
Yep.
So I was like, don't worry, man. I'll just put it next to the dock. And he's like, you're going to hit the dock. I'm like, it's not going to hit the dock. Sure, shit. I hit the dock and I scratched it. I was like, God damn, dude. But
just spray paint it.
Yeah, right. I don't even know what he paid for those things, man, but they're up there. Who knows? Sorry. So, yeah, I had my headlights fixed. Back to four-wheeling gentlemen and ladies.
Vroom, vroom.
I got the headlights fixed. That's all good. I bought limiting straps. That's pretty dope.
For the rear, right? The rear axle.
Yep.
Because your shock kind of kicked out on one of those last trips.
Yeah. We talked about that last one for sure.
Like unloaded really hard, right?
Really hard.
And me and you have rebuilt a bunch of shocks, or our shocks, many times.
Right.
And we know it's just a little ring.
Yeah.
Like with a spring-loaded clip ring.
Dude, and it's threaded onto that shaft. You know what I mean? It's just threads. And you take, what does our axle weigh? 500 pounds?
At
you
least.
slam
plus
that
the
down
tire.
on those threads.
I bet you the corner, you're right. But 500 pounds of falling weight, that's extreme. You know what I mean?
being pushed by the coil spring. So for what? A $25 limiting strap?
Yeah. You know, I have a good example of how weight is affected. You know, when I did the cell phone tower work, a 200-pound man falling 6 feet was 5,000 pounds of force on the body.
Holy crap.
So, 500 pounds could equal, to be like 4, or, it's thousands of pounds of force that's being on that shock ring, when that sleeve inside there hits that ring,
right.
Without a limiting strap, like your shock could, at a hard enough pull, it could probably just blow apart. Like literally the housing and the shaft and the puck could probably all separate.
Yeah, I can see that easily.
Or worse.
Well, think about the bottom. Even the bottom is just threaded in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's those little tiny fine aluminum threads.
Yeah.
So
at least they're fine thread, not coarse. It's like a half turn is like 4 inches. Like
right.
That'd be funny.
Right. So yeah. So limiting straps. I got those knocked. I got them. I'll put those in. I have my new radiator still sitting on the workbench doing nothing.
Yeah, but you don't need it yet.
Yeah.
You put in an old radiator.
Yeah. I did dig out an RC car yesterday. We were playing.
You got a new one?
No, I have an old race one that I used to have. I forgot how I have the old slash 4x4 that one time I went absolutely absurd with and put everything you could put on it. You know what I mean?
Well, wasn't it like a Walmart one to begin with, and then you rebuilt it with all good parts, but you kept it looking like the Walmart one, and people at the racetrack were like, "What? How the hell do you race so fast?"
Yeah, everybody wanted to know what it was.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's not from Walmart. But yeah, it was the cheap. I have a theory. So I used to race them way back when I was a kid, right? Mm-hmm. And we had like Team Losi, Team Associated, all these name brand ones. Everybody got the name brand ones, and those are still like top dog, and tough. Like this is a Traxxas, right? And they're just super freaking tough. right? So like the problem with them. So my theory on this is when the other ones would break, because I have the other kind. When they would break, you'd have to order the part and wait for it. But all the local shops carried all the Traxxas shit.
Oh, okay.
So I just bought a Traxxas, and it was a 4x4 slash the unlimited version or whatever. It has all the higher upgrades on it. And then I found, I was like, why does this suck so bad? You know what I mean? Because it's not a very good car to race in.
Yeah.
And because it flip over in every turn. So some guy out there made a low center of gravity kit to it. And that was the problem, is all the other ones sat super low. Now you could reel a thing. So basically there's nothing left on that car but like the engine and the drive shaft or whatever. Everything else is totally upgraded. It's a ridiculous amount of money to it. But you're right. I would go to the races and they'd be like, ooh, what is that? That thing is fast as shit, man. That car's badass. Because I kept the Traxxas body on it. And then, excuse me. The second I told him it was just a burp. Mm-hmm. You're not dying. 6 feet. So so anyway, we're just scooting away because I burped. As soon as they found out it was a Traxxas, they'd walk away all like elitists. You know what I mean? I'm like, I love pissing those guys off. My point of this whole thing is,
there's a point?
That thing goes across my cul-de-sac at like 80 miles an hour. That thing is so freaking fast. It's
insane how fast they are.
I totally don't remember it being that fast, but it's fast. I still have it. Anyways, I dusted it off, and me and the grandkid were playing with it last night instead of putting the radiator in.
Remember when you said back to 4x4?
Yeah, well, it's 4x4.
Remote control car.
That's 4x4ing.
Well,
we're all locked down, bro. My point of that coming up is we're going to put the radiator in, and that happened instead.
Oh.
So I play with the car.
Nice.
Okay, what else?
What else?
Rants, goddammit.
Rants. I didn't know Chris was here screaming
Should
in my
we
ear
rant?
like that.
Right.
Go for it.
I do have some rants. Right? All right.
Do we need to insert a...
Hold on.
We may think it, but Chris is good.
Scoot over, Chris, because I got something to say this time. God.
That's good.
Seriously. All right. Here's my rants. This whole shipping bull crap right now. All right. I don't know why I even said bull crap, because I want to say bullshit. If you got kids out there, let's close their ears real quick, because I'm about to get down. No. So this is so stupid. Anyways, I was really pissed off today. Know what I mean? I saw your headlights, those LED headlights.
Okay.
So this is where I'm
going.
Yeah.
The Amazon $100
and
headlights.
you're like, dude, they got them for you at the same. It's a smaller price or smaller. I need 5 3/4.
Yeah.
So it is 5 3/4. Anyway, so I go to get them, and I'm like, sweet, Prime. Well, Prime's 3 freaking weeks away, dude. 3 weeks. Okay. So I was like, that's total bullshit. I didn't catch that till after I ordered it.
Yeah, that sucks.
So, regardless, I'm like, all right, patience. You know what I mean? But I ordered a bunch of Hoonigan t-shirts almost a month ago, and I haven't even got a shipping confirmation yet.
Hoonigan, like the drift car?
Yeah.
The Ken Block dude?
Yeah, here, buy our shirts, close out, get rid of all these old style shirts, super
nice.
cheap. I bought all of them, right?
How much were they a piece?
Like $12.50. But that's cheap.
They're still making money.
Even if they're not, I don't care. The point of it is there was the closeout. Yeah. You can't ship a closeout. The closeout means you already have them and you're getting rid of them, right? So come on, Hoonigans, whatever. Let's get that shit shipped. A month of this crap is that's too much. And I know it's not shipping. You can't blame UPS. Wait a minute. You can't blame UPS unless those guys are making fucking masks, because you can't blame those guys, because Complete Offroad sent us this diff cover in 2 days, dude. 2 freaking days.
That was awesome.
That shit was here. Right? I talked to him 2 days later. It was in our garage. And that guy's across the damn country. Right? So good job. Way not to suck on customer service, Complete Offroad. A+ customer service. Right? Next. I'm trying to hide my pinky from you.
Thank you.
Next. I need my phone because I have my rant down. Who else did I order? Oh, bullets. So when all this crap started, the second before anybody started to panic, there was no, oh shit, we got to buy all the TP. None of that crap had gone down yet. They said, oh, we're a little worried, because I listened to the politics bullshit. We're a little worried the coronavirus is going to be serious. I immediately bought bullets, a lot of bullets, right? And they still haven't showed up. I called, that was over a month ago, maybe even a month and a half ago. I called, And I said, where's my bullets? And they said, oh, we have enough stock for all this crap. We just have to get them shipped out. It's coming. I'm like, well, every one of you punk ass bitches have taken my money, right?
Yeah.
They immediately grabbed the money. How about sending me some fucking product, dude? That's where I'm at. Send me some product. So to end this rant on a good note, because I'm starting to get pissed off for real. And I want to actually thank Fodderall Motorsports, because half my Jeep was built there, and we're very lucky to have like a race place, like a race shop sort of place, local, very close. And I went and got my limiting straps there. Those dudes are so friggin' nice.
Yep.
They're always helpful. And so another A+ on customer service for Fodderall Motorsports on the west side. Right on?
I've definitely had a good experience there too, like shock shims, shock parts, shock oil, seals,
Tabs. Oh
no
my
problem.
God.
Yeah,
Yep.
all sorts of custom little tabs that they make in house or at their plant down the street, whatever.
They're actually really knowledgeable too, and don't mind you. They'll tolerate you asking a bunch of dumb questions and just coming in and out and not buying anything for quite a while. You know, they do try to stay. I found over the years, when I first was going in, they're very vague. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Well, it depends on what you're doing. You ask them a question, depends on what you're doing. What's this? I don't know. You know, and give you a general good answer. But as they start to know you and they find out kind of what you're building, they're a lot more, in tune, you know what I mean? And they're like, all right. And they'll tell you a little bit more stuff. You know what I mean? The more you go in.
I've always had good luck, and I like it.
Yeah.
Fodderals, A+.
Fodderals, A+. Absolutely. Keep it simple. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. That's me. A+ too. Anyway, complete off-road.
How's your shipping department doing?
Lightning fast.
Nice.
Ask I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Joel
Oh, yeah.
Yaul.
It was like 1 day or less.
Half a day.
Half a day.
They ordered them that morning.
And
they
it
were
truly went in the mail, right?
Yeah, I sent them in the mail, and they got them the same day they ordered them.
It's not like you drove and threw it in the front door. It's fake it.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that was impressive.
I saw them that morning at the show, and then on the way home, I saw the order pop up, and I happened to have some stuff with me. I took it right to the post office, and
That's
they had
awesome.
it the same freaking day by 6 o'clock.
That's crazy. I don't even know how that works.
I don't either. I have no idea. He even sent me, he's like, how the hell did you get here so fast?
You
I'm
just
like,
drop it in a portal. You're all. Whoop.
I kind of knew you were going to order them. I could feel it, so I sent them.
Oh, you pre-sent it.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
That's how good Keep It Simple Off-Road is, dudes. I feel like my rant was a little rough.
No,
No?
it was
good?
all right.
All right.
I have one input though, and I only realized it once you are ranting. If you don't mind,
No, please.
could it be possible that the Hoonigan place is totally shut down and no one's working?
No
No?
way.
Totally. California is way different than Arizona. I bet you, dude. They're a race shop, right?
Snail
a
Trail's
custom.
still doing their thing.
Yeah, they're day jobs.
No, they're working in the garage and hanging out. Like, those guys are, I'm sure
That's
they're
true.
all
I
in
see
their
what
own
you're saying.
place. You know what I mean?
But I wonder if Hoonigan is such a big business that maybe they're sending him, like the snail, like Jimmy at Snail Trail. He's like working. He works for himself, right? Like there's no employees around.
Yeah.
What if you had 100 employees?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I don't. Maybe they're actually closed, and that's why you haven't received anything. I don't know.
doubt that.
No,
I
okay.
bet somebody's in there working.
Yeah.
You got 1 or 2 people doing shipping. I don't see. I mean, I guess my beef was you ran a big old ass promotion.
Yeah.
You did it on Facebook. I'm sure you got a bunch of things, but come on, dude.
I'll be interested to find out
fucking
what
month?
the outcome is.
Right.
Because there has to be a pretty good reason. Like I bet you most of these places have like companies that do shipping for them. Even
I don't.
like-
That's what
like-
I think. I don't think that they even made the shirts. I don't think they really are closeout stock. I think that was a good
Maybe.
deal on a T-shirt. I bought a bunch, and I think they were made to order.
Dude, but t-shirts are like $20 to $30 a pop, brand new. So
Yeah.
for 12,
Maybe they're
bucks,
coming from
I think
China.
that'd be closeout. Yeah,
You know what I
Corona
mean?
ready.
Right? Who knows, dude?
Every shirt gets a free cough.
Right. I don't know.
Freaking American. That's not a good accent, huh? Can you do an Asian accent?
No.
Excellent. Wee.
We? Was that a French Asian? Oui. That's
I wanted to say wonton.
you know you're trying to
but
do. You can't
I
do it
know,
unless
I
you pull your
can't.
eyes back.
Oh, is that it?
Don't do it. There you go. Oh, you put out the buck teeth. What the hell? Where are you getting these stereotypes? Jesus, man.
You know, my brain.
That's outrageous, Max.
So this weekend, we want to go over that. We got a little
Yeah.
bit of a trip planned, just a day trip, and we're gonna be cautious, and people are gonna be like in their own Jeeps, not sneezing on each other. But we're gonna go do a little bit of wheeling.
Yeah, I actually think that we'll easily be able to camp. Well, I'm going to go camp.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Well, how
anybody
many
else is.
people are gonna sleep in your tent?
No one.
Then you're
But
good.
my point is I actually think we'll easily be able. You could easily go camping and never be within 6 feet of anyone.
Oh, easy.
You have to cook your own food and shit, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Sharing food kind of goes
know
out
what I
the
mean?
window.
you could share the grill. So I would just cook all your own food. But if we do all that, you could easily sit around a fire and never be around anybody. So I'm totally fine with it.
You know what you need to do is bring a deep fryer, because there's no way the virus can live in a deep fryer, and everything you eat is deep fried for the whole weekend.
Right. Right.
I mean, it makes sense.
Have we been? I haven't.
Science.
Science. We're gonna science the shit out of this podcast. Matt, start calling you Matt Damon. Is that his name? Yeah.
Ooh, and vodka.
No.
Everclear.
No. Oh yeah, that would
There you go.
probably work. Somebody said, "Oh, it was my friend Hutch." You know Hutch from California. Went the guy with the green CJ.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Hutch.
Yep.
Yeah.
From the Rubicon trip.
Yeah. So he said he went to make hand sanitizer, and it came out as vodka or fucking. I screwed it up. It came out as a rum and coke. You know what I mean? I was like, hold on, let me try it. I made one. I was like, damn, mine too. Cheers instead.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Have you heard any new good Corona jokes? Kind of make light of the topic a little bit. Me neither. I think they all kind of stopped once, like, 100,000 people died or got sick.
No, but I did hear a
Not
joke.
died. Sorry, that was wrong.
It was a cartoon drawing, and they're setting it. It was a guy, a man on a bench with a lady on a bench, and he said, "When's it due?" And she says,
Uh-oh.
"I'm not pregnant, you dickhead." And she goes, he said, I was talking about the bus, you fat bitch." I think I screwed that up.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But he's all yelling at her, you know. I was like, he said, "You're an asshole." All right.
We got to use that one in public. We got to try that one out.
I thought the same thing, dude. That's too funny. All right, so I didn't listen. Never mind.
Cool. Nice.
Scratch that. Move on.
What do you have left? What
Unimportant.
do you have left to do to be ready for the weekend? Headlights.
No, those are all done. I'm not going to get them till the end of the month now. So
I remember I was telling you a lot of stuff I've ordered recently. It'll say a really long shipping date,
Oh.
and it'll show up in about half or less the time. Because I think they're doing that to be cautious, and they're probably overloaded on shipping to people's houses.
yeah,
And dude, I've gotten stuff like 2-3 days later, and it said like 14 days was the delivery date.
oh, I hope that's that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. I guess that could be
check your Amazon on the menu, go to orders,
Yeah.
and I think it'll constantly kind of update until it's delivered.
it. Oh, now I don't think any. Oh, yeah, just the headlights are from Amazon. But
Mm-hmm.
if I can, I may try to throw that radiator in there.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid of opening a can of worms and not
Yep.
going right.
Yep.
So I may wait because I really would like to get to the pine trees right now. And it's windy as hell, so tomorrow's work's going to suck.
Yeah, I know,
So-
I saw that.
But Friday, and if I get done early Friday, I only have one extra job on Friday, so I could take off early and enjoy an
Oh,
entire
you'll be
day.
done by 5 p.m. Easy.
Isn't that ridiculous, dude? How the hell, man? I just got really high pitched right there. But anyways, I would like to, if the wind dies down, I'm going to try and weld on those tabs for the stretchy things. Not stretchy. What the hell did I just buy? Just today. What are we just talking about?
Limiting straps.
Right, limiting straps.
Badass.
I don't want to weld them on in the wind. So,
And you're sure you got it right?
Yeah.
The length?
yeah.
And did you do an adjustable one?
No, I was going to, but
Yeah.
where I wanted it. So I originally had that plan, and I originally went to a rock yesterday, and I stretched it out at an angle and did all that math.
Yep.
And then I watched a video with wide open design, and they just went straight up and down. So I went straight up and down with it. I went back home today, did straight up and down, and then jammed over to Fodderals. And
Nice.
I ended up taking
Like the axle straight and the body straight?
Yeah.
Not articulated?
exactly. It should be
Oh.
the same.
Yeah.
I mean, the freaking
'Cause,
shock only opened so far.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
And I liked the way in his video I originally had it coming off the side of the frame and pull it, and it was weird. So I just went to the bottom of the
Simple.
frame, straight down to the top of the axle.
I don't know if you've heard of this, but you should keep it simple
Yeah, that's my
for
wife.
off-roading.
That's my wife. She always says, "You don't ever keep anything simple, dude. That is the dumbest name for you." That's what she said all the time.
You should start another company that's called like
super complicated off-road.
Overthink it. Don't know what to do. Let me weld it right now and then fix the radiator tomorrow.
Ask 9,000 people. Ask everyone first off-road.
Yeah.
So, but so I needed 14 and a half inches, right?
Ooh, that's long.
Yeah, from the frame to the top of the axle, fully extended. So they don't make half inches down there, so they didn't have 13 and a half. It was either 13 or 14.
Really? I thought they had half inches.
Well, they didn't. So he said, though, it's 4 pieces of strap wrapped around, and then the whole entire thing is sewn, top to bottom, everything.
Yeah. Crazy.
So he said, doing what we're doing, probably not, but you decide, So I went with 14.
Cool.
So I only have a half inch.
You limited a half inch?
Yeah.
I bet you for rock crawling, that's good.
I think so, too.
Yep.
So worst case, though, I can always just get a 13 because, and if it stretches, I'll be able to measure it. You know what I mean? I just have to remember to go measure it.
But figuring out that it's stretched might be tricky.
Why?
Because you're never going to be fully articulated and be like, oh, there's a little flop in my strap. You'd have to do it on the forklifts at Steve's or something.
Yeah, or go flex it out really hard. Yeah,
yeah.
Hell, this weekend I could flex it out if I get them on there because there's that 2 big rocks you could twist up in. You remember?
I do. Speaking of this weekend.
Oh, yeah, back to that.
Payson, Pyatt Draw.
Why are you telling everyone? Oh, yeah, because
this
we'll
comes
already
out
be
after.
there.
Yeah. Well, meet us there.
It was a great time you fuckers missed.
Sick invite, bro.
I shouldn't say the F word as much. Sorry.
Speaking of Pyatt Draw, you never ever try to go up the left side on the filter.
I'm going to this time. Well, I'm sorry you broke last time and the sun was going down.
Dude, you still had time.
That was the last. I was afraid if I broke.
Yeah, that would have been
You
a
know what I
problem.
mean?
That would have been.
Yeah.
It would have sucked. Then you would have been the fucking
And
guy.
we were going home that
Yeah.
night. So,
Yeah.
So I had to risk versus reward.
I should send you the GPS to that big triple ledge obstacle.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Do.
'Cause
I should call that guy Dan the man.
Who's that?
The old man I met a couple weekends ago.
Oh, yeah.
He
Vaguely remember.
He would tell me where those are. He knows where it's at.
I can send you the GPS.
Do, please.
I have a
shit.
pin.
Aren't you going to be there?
Well, Saturday.
Yeah. That's
So
fine.
what if you get there super early Friday and you want to go exploring and do something? It doesn't mean
send
you
me
have
the
to
pin.
do it.
No, you're right.
But you could size it up.
Especially if I go find it, then
And
I'll know right
and a
where
real
to go.
man would knock it out.
Probably.
So
You guys will show up and I'll
do
be
you
there
know-
alone with no Jeep going, hey, man, we got to go get my Jeep.
But do you know anyone you could bring? Like a real man?
My wife. She's kind of manly.
She wouldn't do it.
She's a tomboy. She'd run it.
Dude, that I bet you that ledge is on the verge of not being doable for our Jeeps.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I saw Dan in there, the Aussie guy. Daniel.
Dan the man?
Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. Oh,
I
yeah,
know his Jeep's big, but it's similar to ours. Before he did everything.
the
was
green
done.
YJ or the new TJ?
The new one, the black one.
And he made it?
Oh, I think so.
But is he running stickies?
I don't think so. Before then, he was on those treps that he had with it,
Okay.
but I still think. I mean, he's only a couple inches bigger than us at that time. But this is before he backhalved it and all that. Hey, did you see Alex backhalved his YJ?
He cut it all. It's not even done.
But it
He's
looks
already-
badass.
Does it?
I think so. I think I was like,
I just saw he cut it apart, and I was like,
that's ballsy.
yeah. Oh yeah, big
You know?
time. I mean, there's not a lot of coming back from that,
No.
or a lot of work to come back from that.
Yeah, but it's funny he got close, but I think he's gonna make it a 4-seater for his kids or something, right?
Oh,
I bet that's what he's doing.
nice. That'd be cool.
I don't know. Anyways, looks cool. So,
Yeah, dude. If you do the ledge on Friday, come back to me on Saturday when I get there.
show you how to do it.
Show me how to do it,
Okay.
and then I'll try it, and then I'll walk it up easier than you because I'll have seen you do it.
We're gonna scratch
then-
those new aluminum links.
That's all right.
You should slide easier with them. You
No,
gonna
I think aluminum gouges harder than steel.
All right, Chris.
I think steel slides better than aluminum.
All right, no grip, Chris. We'll see if
He-
you even make it, dude.
Talking about
He's
someone-
not gonna make it.
hell no.
His Jeep will be back, and he's
can't
still
even,
not gonna
He
make it.
can't even make it up the left side of the filter.
Yeah, I remember when I first met him, he was like, "Dude, you're crazy, man. I can't
dude.
believe you're gonna do that wet."
I didn't want to say this in public,
Okay, so tell all of our listeners,
but he
all
cried.
tens of them.
He cried.
He did not.
He's like, I wanted to wheel and stuff.
I'm gonna change his name.
No, he didn't. No, he
I'm
didn't.
gonna change his name. You know who else needs a
I
name?
thought you were gonna go with the story a little better.
What?
You could have offered him a tissue. Anything would have helped. You know.
Is that when he was like bawling ridiculously hysterically?
Oh, you remember now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right. God, that guy's
Yep. No
sometimes he's annoying
No,
when he's whining like that.
The last time we all went out there to try it, he his bumper still stuck out really far, and he kept jamming it, and he couldn't find the right line to get his wheels up on it. That's what held him from going up it.
I'm a flat fender, so I'm just gonna stack rocks. Stack rocks until I get the tip over it.
Then you got
to
you got to do the middle line.
Oh, right.
Stack rocks till you do the middle line.
Right.
Dude, you got to do the line. We're talking at the filter, right? The water deep side where the actual filter obstacle. Then there's the high left side with the, let's call it the left line of the filter.
Right.
You got to do the line where you come out of the water up at an angle, hit the left line, climb it all wonky, and then you got to straighten out 23 times, and then you hit the left line.
Okay.
Remember like the video that
Yeah.
we have of my black JK?
Yeah, I remember.
That's the line. That's the way to everyone that hits the bumper and
Yeah.
can't get a straight shot at it, because you can't angle your Jeep however you want on Pyatt Draw on that last obstacle. If you come out of that wash, it's a little tippy. I hope you got some flex, but that's one way to not hit any bumpers.
True, but my problem is my wheelbase is so short. I'll be climbing both of those at the exact time, same time. I have to bump it. You know I'm not good at bumping.
No. You can't. You can't bump that. No. You could bump it straight on, but you can't bump that angled one. You got to just slowly crawl.
So then once the front's on, you just shimmy back and forth to get the rear where you need it.
That wasn't in the video because it was long and boring. But basically, the side angle is a super cool, crazy climb.
Right.
And then you shimmy. Take a breath. Shimmy. And then you're lined up as if you had hit it straight. But for all the people with the big front bumper that can't get the tires up on it, it's a good cheat around. Like, do you want to go home again by not getting your front wheels on the obstacle?
Nope.
Or do you want to do it cooler than everybody else and not get called out for crying?
Maybe I'll get up there on Friday and try that
Yeah.
line.
Well, bring a buddy, because what if you roll or something?
What? I don't know.
Dude, you could if you're so worried about rolling, once you're in it, we don't know beforehand. I don't think you'll roll. But you could hook a winch out, just lock it, right? Engage the drum, and just always leave slack and tap it as you make progress. Tap on the winch line.
Like I did at the top of CD, just to be safe.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think there's a big tree line up the hill, and I think you could probably connect to something fairly easy.
I think I should easily be able to even go in the normal way and get the tire up there. I think my front
Maybe
end.
it's hard, dude.
Is it?
I think even in the Liberty, I struggled even getting the front end up it.
Didn't Red Migo go up it?
Nah.
I think he did, like the next weekend.
Nah. and no. He got on it and broke an axle shaft. I think that's where he broke an axle shaft. So we're going to say Dave didn't make it.
Okay.
And he cried.
He cried too, huh? He's crying on Chris's lap.
Oh, no. We got to stop with the crying stuff, Mike.
You got to stop just making fun of our friend.
What?
Friends. Right.
Because we got more than one.
Right.
Barely.
Friend is his. All right, cool, man.
So
what?
You're going to come back from this weekend?
Yes, I'm going to go up to Filter this weekend.
Okay.
The
left side.
Yeah. Left side.
No, I wouldn't expect you to do the middle. Once we saw a JK squeeze up that thing with like a...
I couldn't get up the undercut.
I think you could. I think you
puny
could.
little toothpick axle.
I think you could.
No way.
It wouldn't end well, but I think
The only reason I wouldn't is if it's flowing in a ton of water.
Yeah. I think there'll still be water.
I do too. It's raining up there right now.
Are you going to smoke the tires since you can do a front dig on the obstacle?
Yeah. Yeah, we rock style.
You got to set up some cameras. Because what if it's Friday and it's only you and Orange Chris, right? Or is there more people camping now?
I don't know.
Oh, are we not? We're not talking
The only, you know what? Somebody said this weekend's Easter.
Yeah.
I think
didn't know
that.
Oh, so now you can't go? Sounds like you're not going to try the obstacle. Hand me your man card.
If I go, no, if I go, I'm trying the obstacle.
Okay.
But I don't know if there's plans right now or not. I know that's horrible, and I feel like I'm backing out at the last moment, but I'm trying not to bring it up. But, if I got plans with her parents and, it would just be social distancing, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
You're in Payson. They're in Phoenix.
but we have Matthias with us.
Social distancing.
So, I don't know. I think I could do all that shit Friday, and he'd never know. That's what
Easter?
Yeah. I don't think he'd really know.
And then worst case, you could still do a Saturday day trip. Easter Sunday.
And he's supposed to be with
Easter's
his dad.
on Sunday.
I know. That's what I think, too. There's no reason I shouldn't go.
I've never heard of Easter Friday.
Well, back in the old days, bro, used to be on Friday.
What, you and Jesus were setting up crosses? What are you talking about? How old?
You're so offensive. Yeah.
Dude, he's the guy next door. He's a hard laborer.
Oh, that Jesus.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about manual. We don't need no manual. Stinky manuals. Never
All right.
mind.
Next week, we're going to have a great story, or Mike's going to hand us his man card.
You're just going to hear about it, or you think you'll actually be there?
Good point.
You have 2 days to get a 4-hour job done, and you have the parts.
Yeah, luckily, I got them today. They're shipped in
You have
from
no excuse.
California. Dude,
You
so
have no excuse.
to your T-shirt story, my parts came from California. So they
In
probably,
one day.
they probably have Corona.
Did you see how
But-
rude Natalie was to me in the comments on YouTube?
Wow. What'd you do to her?
That's just totally to mess with her.
Oh.
Because she had to, she messaged me privately. I'm sorry that came out way worse than I thought it was going to.
On this last Monday's episode?
Yeah.
I have to go read it.
She likes the LS meld better than my Jeep, too.
I like it.
That's okay.
Nice.
You could like it. Everybody could like it.
Yeah.
There's
It has
nothing
a-
wrong with
dude,
liking them both.
It's got a front 60.
Yeah, of course.
That's
And it's
it.
got ORIs that match. I know. See?
Yeah, I'm not big on ORIs yet.
Right.
I'm not convinced that they're the way to go. I think they're the way to go for certain things, but I think all of our Jeeps are too heavy.
Yeah. So are you going to go to Richard's thing on Friday?
No, because I'll be working on the Jeep probably, wrapping it up, making sure it's gonna drive good. I'm
Shakedown
gonna test
street
drive
drive.
it. Yeah. I'm gonna rip it around on the freeway. Everything. Going to Payson is a pretty demanding trip
really
for
is.
me. So
That's why I might change out that radiator. God, that would suck if it didn't fit because it's not the same
Yeah.
radiator.
well, dude, and nobody wants to install a radiator on Easter Friday.
Nobody. Maybe I'll just get scared and use that as an excuse
To not go.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do.
Yeah,
I
but
have my out.
Dude, what if everyone bails? Do we all hand over our man cards?
Yeah.
Damn.
Nope. I'm gonna send you guys a picture from the pine trees in my hammock.
Do you have a pine tree? I got a pine tree in my front yard. We could fake it.
Actually, I have a friend up there that currently is camp host, and they have one of the campgrounds closed, and it's the same direction.
Whoa.
So I could just, if nobody shows up, I'll go help him keep people out
And camp.
and camp.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
Pretty cool, huh? Right.
What do you think the chances are that No Grip Chris listens to this and is going to say something about our comment? Mainly your comments, but okay.
Oh,
go.
right.
Mike, go.
100%.
Oh, damn. Nice.
Yeah, because he's got to be doing something when he's playing with his little RC car. He's building his RC car.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he got King Shocks for it. That's right. I
Yeah.
did see that.
It's going to look exactly like his other Jeep that never goes wheeling. I've seen him wheel stuff. I don't know. Maybe he's just got this weird thing going now.
No, he had a lifter issue again.
Yeah. We need to
And
just
one of the
change his
heads.
name. No Grip Chris. I don't like that.
Well, dude, there was a while where he was spinning on everything.
I like Influenza Mike. That's
Yeah.
pretty damn funny. I saw that the other day. That's pretty good.
Dude, that was from like last year when you were sick all the time
And
with COVID-19.
there's another one. Oh, yeah. There's another one that the guy that nobody even has a name. Who else is in that chat? Maybe it's not Rod Jeep, but we should change him too. He's got to become something else.
I think they changed it to just Rod instead of his full name.
I don't know. I was looking at him once I realized I
Wayne.
can change him.
Bruce
Bruce
Wayne.
Wayne. I hate that one.
Yeah.
That one's got to go.
Change it. Anyone can change it.
That's what I just found out, but I can't think of anything good.
I don't like the one like Puddin' Pop. I still don't. I get it, but it's like
Yeah, what's that
I
about?
don't get it. You know.
You like pudding? Is that what
No.
it is?
No, I think it's a reference from the dude that's in prison forever. He's black. He's funny. America's Papa. Bill Cosby.
But okay.
There we go.
America's popping.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan. You know.
All right. Cool. And on that note, folks, get out on the trail.
See you guys.
Stay safe.
Can't wait for an update next week.
Right. Where Mike completes hole shots, one shots to filter. Left side.
On Easter Friday.
On Friday.